Hey, what's up, everyone? I hope all is well today. My name is Matt Garland, NMLS number 58700, but better known as MG, the Mortgage Guy. So, look, I wanted to do this quick video this morning for you guys. I've been getting a lot of questions in my Instagram DM. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you head over there. It's MG, the Mortgage Guy, as well. Today is April the 4th, 2020. And all this information I'm about to share with you guys is up to date as of today, April 4th, 2020. All right. So I've been getting a lot of feedback from folks in my DM, like I said, but people are just genuinely concerned about their jobs and if they're going to be able to close with a lender. You know, a lot of people are already in contract before the COVID-19 pandemic came about here in the States. And a lot of people had closing set up for April, May, and some folks have lost their jobs, got laid off, furloughed, etc. And there's been a lot of confusion as to what to do next. So this video is, I wanted to show a little bit of insight, shed a little bit of insight on how lenders are proceeding with getting your loans closed, especially with your verification of employment, because this is key information. Now, the information that I'm going to share with you guys here is Fannie Mae's guidelines. Freddie Mac and FHA are pretty much similar, and every lender has their overlays on top of all the agency guidelines. So this is just general information for you guys today. I want you, if you are already in process with a lender, call that lender directly and find out if your closing will be impacted if you were laid off or put on furlough or whatever the case may be. So shout out to everyone who's watching this live on YouTube. I need everybody in YouTube to hit that like button for me. The algorithms love it when you hitting that like button. And if you want to support the channel, please feel free to hit that super chat. All right. All right. So let's get into this, right? So let's get into verbal verification of employment. All right. So effective immediately. These temporary flexibilities are effective immediately for all loans in process and remain in place for loans with application dates on or before May 17th. Now, I'm going to tell you that pretty much every lender, every loan officer that I've spoken with that works for various different companies, they all have expressed that their lenders are pretty much doing this right now. All right. So many lenders are reporting difficulties in obtaining verbal verification of employment. VOE, if you didn't know, guys, stands for verification of employment, due to the disruption of operations to the borrower's employers. We expect lenders to attempt to obtain verbal verification in accordance with our existing requirements guidance. However, we will allow for the following flexibilities. Written VOE. All right. So the lender has to attain a written verification confirming that the borrower's current employment status within the same time frame as the verbal VOE requirements. An email directly from the employer's work email address that identifies the name and the title of the verifier and the borrower's name and current employment status may be in lieu of a verbal verification of employment. In addition, the lender may obtain the VOE after loan closing. Up to the time of delivery, they'll be strongly encouraged getting a verbal VOE before the note date. So let me break this down in layman terms to you guys. All right. So basically, in layman's terms, your lender has to get this verification of employment. All right. And they have to get a written verification of employment. Now, being the fact that, you know, most people jobs are closed, you can't get nothing on a formal letterhead right now. So lenders are accepting emails from your employer, your manager, your director of HR, whoever handles that, and it must have all their contact information on there. Now, pay stubs. The lender may obtain a year-to-date pay stub from the pay period that immediately precedes the note date. So let me get into this one. So between the written VOE and the pay stub, I'm seeing that lenders are asking for this information the day of closing. They're taking it a step further beyond these guidelines. So let's just say everybody probably got paid Friday, right? Yesterday was Friday. And let's just say you had a closing coming up this Monday, April 6th. So we would need that pay stub from Friday and and a verbal verification of employment that Monday morning or that Friday. Now, I know lenders that won't close you the day of closing until they get that verbal verification of employment or that written verification of employment the day of closing. All right. A lot of lenders have postponed morning closings and only are allowing afternoon closings. Now, this is not every lender. This is not across the board. There's just some lenders that I personally know of, some loan officers that I personally know of. This is what they're telling me that their lenders are doing. They're not allowing AM closings so that way they can have enough time to do a verbal or written VOE the day of closing. All right. So very important here. Make sure if you're in the process, whoever's doing your verification of employment for your company, make sure that they understand that you are in the process of closing a loan and that they need to be available when a lender reaches out to them and respond in a timely manner. This will delay your closing. No ifs, ands, buts about it. All right. So if you are in the process of closing, make sure whoever's doing that verification of employment understands that you're doing a closing. All right. That pay stub, make sure you get a copy of that pay stub. What I'm telling all my borrowers until America reopens again, make sure you are submitting all your pay stubs every 2 weeks or every week, however you get paid. So that way we can always constantly keep your file updated. So that way there won't be any delays with getting your loan closed. All right. Bank statements. All right. The lender can provide bank statements or other alternative documentation, right? Verifying deposits and assets, evidencing a payroll deposit from the pay period that immediately precedes the note date. So you want to get direct deposits. If you get direct deposits, if you don't have pay stubs, you have to submit those bank statements prior to closing to show that most recent pay. Some lenders are going as far as after closing, still requiring you to submit this documentation to ensure that you still have a job. All right. And to be honest with you guys, if someone loses their job after closing, hey, you already signed the paperwork, right? Lock, stock, and barrel. You're done. You closed. Deal is funded. But what's going to happen with lenders, we're going to see a lot of buybacks on lenders because people lost their jobs and now your ability to repay is out the window. So that's a whole different conversation. I'm not going to go too deep into that. So, but to summarize this slide right here, the verification of employment, this is for W-2 employees. To be clear, make sure the tips I want to give you guys is to make sure that whoever is doing your verification of employment, especially if you work for the government or city or anything like that, make sure that these people understand that you're getting a house. You need them to answer their email or their phone so that way your employment can be verified. All right, let's go to slide 2. Most important, verification of self-employment. Big thing right now, right? Lenders are encouraged to apply these updates to existing loans in process. However, they must be applied to loans with application dates on or after April 14th through May 17th. Let me tell you, this is happening right now for self-employed folks. These are the folks that are getting hit the hardest, right? So when a borrower is using self-employment income to qualify, the lender must verify the existence of the borrower's business within 120 calendar days prior to the note date. Due to the latency in system updates and recertifications using annual licenses, certifications, government systems of record, lenders must take additional steps to confirm that the borrower's business is open and operating. The lender must confirm this within 10 business days of the note date or after closing prior to delivery. Delivery basically means when it's sold to Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or FHA, Ginnie Mae, right? So here's some examples, right? Below are a couple examples of methods the lender may use to confirm the borrower's business is currently operating. Evidence of current work, executed contracts or signed invoices that indicate the business is operating on the day the lender verifies self-employment. Evidence of current business receipts within 10 days of the note date. Payment for services performed, lender certification the business is open and operating, lender confirmed through a phone call or other means, or a business website demonstrating activity, supporting current business operations, timely appointments for estimates or services that can be scheduled. Whew, that was a mouthful right there. So let's break this down. So if you're currently self-employed, let's say you're a barber, you are a 1099 is considered self-employed too. So if you're a real estate agent, if you are Uber driver, if you're any sort of independent contractor or business owner, and if your business has been impacted due to COVID-19 and you are currently in the loan process, and we cannot verify that your business is back up and running with receipts, with bank statements showing deposits, invoices, etc., within 10 days of the closing, then you cannot close. You cannot close until your business is back open. So if you are a business owner that is in the mortgage process right now, whether you're refinancing, you're purchasing a home, and your business is closed, shut down temporarily, whatever it is, or you just lost income, maybe you do online sales or something like that, and you just lost income because of this, you might have to wait until America reopens to close on your loan. I have a couple beauty salon owners, barbershop owners, that I'm doing loans for right now. And quite frankly, I have to lock them in for 90 days on their rate locks because I'm hoping within the 90 days, America reopens and things will go back to normal. Once this happens, then I can close, but I'm securing their deals right now with extended rate locks. So for all my self-employed folks, if you have been impacted because of COVID-19, please, please, please make sure you have a long interest rate lock, right? 90 days or more. Do not do a 30-day lock. Do not do a 45-day lock. Do not do a 60-day lock, especially if you can't show the evidence that your business is still moving, you're still making money. If you know you're at a standstill, make sure you lock in those rates for a long period of time. Do yourself a favor. Do not go into this blind. Set the expectations right for yourself. Even if your loan officer is not telling you this information, which by now they should have, but if they didn't, you need to set the expectations right for yourself. All right. All my folks on YouTube Live watching this with me, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, smash that like button, hit that super chat. All right. Now, here's the main thing that lenders look at, right? Continuity of your income continuing, right? The main thing is prior to COVID-19 or even during COVID-19, we need to make sure that your income is going to continue for at least 3 years, all right? Now that we have this pandemic on our hands, I mean, shit, everybody's liable to lose their job. Let's just call a spade a spade. There's so many people out here losing their jobs. I think the unemployment filings last week was like 6.6 million people. And during the month of April, it's supposed to double. We are in trying times in America right now. And lenders want to make sure while we're going through COVID-19 and people are buying real estate, we need to make sure your income is going to continue. There's a lot at stake, what people don't understand. When a bank makes a loan to you, the borrower, that bank is pretty much married to your loan. If you, it's called early payment defaults, right? So if you miss out on mortgage payments within the first 12 months, the agencies, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Ginnie Mae, aka FHA, will tell the lenders that they have to buy that loan back from them. And that can cause banks to go out of business. Mortgage banks, mortgage companies to go out of business if they have a lot of buybacks. So making sure that you have the ability to repay post-closing is very important. Like I told you guys at the beginning of this video, you will see lenders add on overlays on top of overlays on top of overlays, right? To ensure that you can make sure that you can make that mortgage payment after closing. So my word to everyone who's going to watch this live right now, who's going to watch this on the replay, I need you guys to all set the expectations right for yourself. If you know your job is shaky and you're potentially in a position where you might lose your employment, you need to notify your loan officer and have that conversation, because what's your exit strategy? You don't want to go in too deep and now you're risking down payments and everything like that. Make sure your job is secure before you go out here during this time and buy real estate. Make sure you have reserves, because even if you think your job is secure in April, we don't know in 90 days, 6 months, how the job market, how everything is going to look because of this pandemic. So make sure you have reserves, and you need 3 months, 6 months, however much money you need it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that didn't make too much sense, but you guys get what I'm trying to say here. You need money. You cannot be house rich and cash poor in this time right now. All right. So the main thing that any lender is going to look at is that continuity of income. All right. So I want you guys to really, if you need to go back and replay this, please do. Replay this for your folks. Share it with your folks. And shout out to my brother Andre Hatchett with the super chat. I really appreciate you, King. Make sure you guys go follow Andre Hatchett on Instagram, YouTube. He's always dropping gems. I appreciate the super chat, bro. So again, everyone, share this video with your folks. Whoever's looking to buy real estate during this pandemic, you need to understand how lenders are going to verify your income, especially if you are self-employed. Your business needs to be open. You need to be able to document that you're making money within 10 days of closing. If you are a W-2 employee, keep your pay stubs, keep sending them in to your loan officer. Make sure whoever's at your company who's responsible for verification of employments, maybe it's your direct supervisor, maybe it's your HR personnel, make sure they understand that you are in the process of closing on a loan and you need them accessible, so that way they can complete a written verification of employment. Expect that written verification of employment will come the date of your closing, all right? And make sure that they understand this. You are not cleared to close. You are not free and clear, I should say. You are not a homeowner until you sign that dotted line at the closing table, folks. All right. So I'm gonna take a couple questions here on the YouTube real quick, because I see some people in here. All right. So how will loans be affected if Federal Reserves are nationalized? I mean, Henry Drake, if the Federal Reserves are nationalized and it's a complete shutdown and an entire country is shut down and even essential businesses are closed, then I guess America is closing and no one's going to close, right? So I don't have the answer to that, because quite frankly, when was the last time someone seen the Federal Reserves nationalized in America? This is all new for everybody, you know, and I want you guys to all realize this. Lenders don't have all the answers right now. This is new. We don't know the answers. We are just sitting here taking it day by day. We waiting for guidance. We wait for guidance from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and FHA and VA, and we proceed accordingly. I can only focus on, and I want you guys to focus on things that you can't control. We can't control if the Federal Reserves are nationalized or anything like that. National Guards are nationalized. We can't control all of that. We just got to do what we have to do right now and make things happen to the best of our ability. All right. Um, what about rental income? Says the Visionaries Marketing Group. I don't know what your question is, so you got to ask me a question about rental income. Make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that super chat as well. Shout out to my man Andre Hatchett again with that super chat. Is now still a good time to buy BRRR or flips? Duke, I'll tell you like this, Duke. I think real estate is um, always will be the key to building wealth. You have to be extremely smart right now if you're going to do a flip, if you're going to do a rental property right now. Yes, do I still think you should go out here and invest in real estate? Absolutely. I'm always going to be bullish on real estate, regardless if it's a good economy, bad economy. I don't care what's going on. I'm always bullish on real estate because over time, it has proven to be one of the major wealth building tools that we have. But times like this is when you have to be smart. Um, I think rental income, and let me say this about rental income, guys. Rental income, rental properties is going to be in high demand within the next 12 months, right? Because you have millions of people who will be laid off, and millions of them, those jobs or those businesses won't come back. So at some point, if those people, unfortunately, you know, and this is unfortunate, and I'm not, and I want to say this disclaimer before I even say this. This is not me wishing um, anything bad on anyone because I was once that person who lost everything. But what I want to tell you guys, when there's blood in the streets, people get rich, and it's just the reality of the situation. So as people lose their jobs, they can't afford their homes anymore. So what they're going to do? They're going to have to sell, short sell, foreclose, whatever it is, and then they're going to go on rent. So if you have good rental properties, then people are going to want to rent your properties. They're going to have to downsize. They're going to have to find different jobs. So there's going to be opportunities for people who own rental properties to continue to make money. You're just going to have to be a great property manager and vet. And most importantly, have reserves. All right. How are they using, so the Visionaries Marketing Group says, how are they using rental income for qualification? Is there any changes? Well, all the changes that was made, especially for first-time home buyers, that was made last year. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, they all changed their guidelines on using rental income. So a first-time home buyer, and I have videos on this too, so just check my playlist. Check the playlist, you'll see conventional loans, you'll see it there. But FHA still allows you to use rental income to qualify. But that might change too. Who knows? Stay tuned. Does Sony May have the similar changes? I know you said FHA and Freddie Mac. Good question about Sony May, Anthony. I'm not going to answer that question right now because I'm going to have a whole presentation that I'm doing on Sony May next week. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications, and I will answer that question during the Sony May presentation next week. All right. All right. Diva Fitness, do you think it's a good idea to wait a few more months to buy a house to get a good deal? I'm glad you said that, right? And you know what I'm going to do after this live? Later today, Diva Fitness, probably today or tomorrow, but make sure you got the bell on for notification. I'm going to do a new video, and I'm calling it The Cost of Waiting, right? And I'm going to show you, if you were to buy a home April, with today's interest rates and today's home prices versus if you waited a year from now, what I think if it goes down 10%, 15%, and if interest rates go up. So that way you can see the difference. Me personally, without going into the details and the numbers of that right now, I would tell you I think it's always a good time to buy real estate. I think you will find good deals right now as you speak because it is a buyer's market, and the sellers who were selling, who homes have been on the market for a few months, they're nervous, just like everyone else, and they want to sell. So, and especially right now, they want to sell before the quote unquote good buys start happening and homes start depreciating, which really no one knows if that's going to happen or not. But this just turned into a buyer's market right now. So I think you should definitely look at the options. And if you're financially secure with your job and you have reserves, down payment, and closing costs, and you're able and you have credit and you're able to close on something right now, I wouldn't wait. Me personally, I would continue to buy. All right. So, but I have that cost of waiting analysis. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that probably later today or tomorrow, Diva. I'm definitely gonna do it this weekend. I'm gonna start doing more of these PowerPoints on YouTube, so that way you guys can get a good understanding of things and have more visuals versus just seeing my face. Especially right now, I'm looking crazy. I haven't had a haircut in 4 weeks. I'm going crazy right now. But make sure all you guys are a part of EYL private Facebook group where I give exclusive content in the group. I put out something out there yesterday, a video yesterday talking about historical interest rates. And I'm going to continue to put exclusive content in the EYL private Facebook group. So make sure you guys subscribe to that. In the description of this video, I'm going to put the link there. And you can also become a member of EYL University. You can use the discount code EYLU149, which gives you access to not only the private Facebook group, but the classes that we have on EYL University twice a week. Those are all private classes. It's $149 for the year. Usually it's $29 a month. But if you do annual and you use the code EYLU149, you get it for $149 for the year, and you get EYL University plus the Facebook group. All right, so make sure you guys sign up to that. All right, so that's all I got for you guys right now. I'm going to jump off this because I don't want to sit here and have a whole Q&A session. Join the EYL private Facebook group if you want one-on-one consultations, coaching, mentorship, exclusive content, networking. All of that's happening in the EYL private Facebook group. It's only $19 a month. Make sure you guys join. This is the end of this video, so I am going to holler at you guys another time. Make sure, like I said, you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and most importantly, stay safe out here in these Corona streets. All right, guys, so until next time, be safe, God bless, and again, hit that like button, man. I need you guys to hit that like button, share this video, and hit the bell for notifications. Dragon Manifest come through with the super chat. Let me read this. Appreciate you, God. Fire resorts coming soon. A platform for our peoples to be guests and or have rental income to host van lifters, RVers, and tiny homes. All right, guys. So y'all see that right there. Make sure you guys holler at Dragon Manifest. I appreciate you for the super chat, King. Make sure you guys like this and hit up Dragon Manifest if you're interested in anything that he got going on over there. Everybody be safe. Michael Gold, you are right. The time is now. Real estate, real estate, real estate, real estate. Continue to buy real estate. Just be smart about what you guys are doing. Again, hit this button, hit the like button, share this, put this out there to your family, friends, and most importantly, stay safe, man. So I appreciate all of you guys. Hit the super chat if you want to support the channel, and we'll take it from there. So I'll jump back on live a little bit today. Oh my God, Visionaries Marketing Group coming through with the super chat, $14.99. I really appreciate that, Visionaries Marketing Group. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys go follow Andre Hatchett, Dragon Manifest, the Visionaries Marketing Group. Make sure you guys go follow them, subscribe to their YouTube channels, go check them out on Instagram, and make sure you guys go check me out on Instagram, MG the Mortgage Guy. All right. Peace out. Love. Nothing but love for you guys, and stay safe, most importantly. All right. Peace.